Saw the same scenario earlier with EU, Enigma Galaxy, and they ended up coming out 2-0. So I have to wait and see how this one plays out. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to kickstart things. Map number 1, Dust2, the pick of Liberty Female. Of course, they start on their T side. Furia start on the CT side. It's Liberty going to making their way out towards long, trying to test out Amari over towards the A site. But as we stand, she's going to take a little bit more of a passive approach, give up that control and play for the retake. And of course, they are committing all the way over to this A site. This now becomes just a little bit dicey on the cross. Bit of damage dealt, no kill to be found. Trying to deny that site presence. Olga going to take a dink and just going to fall off in towards the Gandalf. Mori still holding, waiting for the bomb to be planted. Now becomes a dicey affair in the 5 versus 5 retake. One crossing over towards Goose, but they still have to clear Reggian in close and personal. Experience go live for the first. Trying to find one more. Reggian steps up to drop down car. Everything working in favor of Liberty Female to try and find this first round in their favor. And Juliana finds one of her own. Olga in for the trade on towards Josie in a 2 versus 3. Time is of the essence, and it's all down to 1. Gabby, 1 versus 3 is a deny, and no kit to work with. I think this round's in favor of Liberty. She's just found another kill though, but has to get on this bomb more or less now. And with no kit, that's it. Sam, first time going away the T side, she at least finds 4 out of the 5 kills.
I mean, it's nice to see that Liberty give themselves a good start into this. Obviously, you know, we talk about how the pistol rounds can be kind of 50-50, and I think that it's really solid, right, to have been able to come out on top of that one, because it could potentially give you a little bit of a runaway, particularly with them starting on this T side, right? Yeah. You know, the economy is definitely going to be in their favor after winning this round, so they should be able to come into this quite nicely. It's Furia that are really going to struggle a little bit, and Furia taking their very first tack timeout of the series. I mean, this is going beyond taking it seriously. This is like a whole other level. It's like, guys, we've lost the pistol. We know that this could potentially give momentum over, so we need to find a way to stop this immediately. And, you know, some people might just go, oh, come on, it's round 1. But I love this. I think that this is the perfect idea because momentum can be so important.
Yeah, it can. And I think especially on Dust2, right? I think that's the one of those maps where momentum is such a prevalent factor that you have to be extremely careful of looking to the long-term side of things, right? And this is a map for Liberty Female, which you know they have confidence on and know they're comfortable going in towards, but of course, have to take. And Fury know all too well that deal kind of a killing blow here could be enough to drop them out of the series. Well, first round goes to Liberty, and they make their way once again back out towards long. With Juliana leading the charge. But the C side of Fury just going to take a little bit more of a passive approach. I do like this. They've gone for a full investment, but they're playing passive.
And they're gaining a lot of space as well. Obviously, Furia knowing that they're at the huge disadvantage. I have to play a little bit further back. Don't have a ton of utility to work with. So they're really just playing off contact at the moment. Liberty should be able to net themselves around here.
Oh, the Eagle trying to cause issues, and it will. What a shot from Mari. Finds the first, but he can afford, and the Molotov doesn't spread, so Mari can stay posted towards elevator. Olga from above, like an assassin, finds one, but not able to convert to the second. Juliana, 3 points of HP, remains alive, but a gap in the smoke leaves that bomb exposed. This becomes a problem as Mari finds yet one more. The Eagle causing issues with Mizzy, and Juliana all alone, and the low HP will fall. It's all down to 1, and that of the Galil in a 1 versus 4. And for Liberty Female, this is a round which you expected to go the way of the T side. And Furia have done everything they can to make this in their favor. Damage dealt, Mizzy will fall, Mori, the killing blow. And just like that, 1-1. We're tied all square, and for Liberty Female, who came into round number 2 with the significantly better firepower under their favor, it was those Deagles causing issues. And I got to give the credit where credit's due. Mori, in towards elevator, she caused a real issue. Stunning stuff. Well, we get back on the way. Round number 3. Of course, Fury now significantly better firepower for them, and the T-side just flooding their way out towards B. Isaac going to find the first car, comes in for support. It's a complete mow down over towards that B site. Flawless. Decimation. So just like that. Second round collective of Furia, and in a matter of seconds, a 1-round lead. I mean, Furia, exactly what they were looking for. They're taking that lead, and the question is now, how far can they take it? Unfortunately for Liberty, it's going to be that the second part of a double eco for them. We see, but they're not going to buy to come through. We're going to see some upgraded pistols, maybe, potentially, but they do really want to stick around that 2K marks. They might even just go for the full Glock buy, use it as a sort of an extended tack pause even, and then see what they can find. But, well, for Furia, this is a really good position for them to be in. Scouts come out. Sensei trying to spot She can in towards mid, that a car. Molotov in towards Xbox as well, which deny a little bit of presence. Double A to come through as well. Mori and Olga combine to find the opener. HE's causing issues, and exactly what they were looking for. Oh. Tempo slowed right down for Liberty as they don't really have that control. Out towards a long position, and a smoke in their face gives them really no option but to just hold. Wait for it to dissipate, may I say, as it's a little bit of a dicey spot. Tempo at a standstill for Liberty. The priority trying to get a bomb down, but even that's easier said than done. They hold and wait, following the way out towards long. Mari gonna hold. Flash will come through. It's a beaut as well. One, look for two. Find the third as well. Olga comes in for support. It's a 3-1 start. Furia, 2-round lead for them. Liberty female, it's back to the drawing board, but fortunately, back to their buying ways. AKs to be collected, full utility to come out as well. So, not the end of the world, but a round in which is a must-win. You look over towards Liberty female and lose this, it's back to double eco once again. A Furia finding 4, 5, if not 6 rounds, which on a CT side of Dust2, building up that sort of lead is a real problem. Of course, once again, Tempo, a bit of a slow point here for Liberty. They don't really want to go too aggressive. Understandably so as well. Cards having a peek in towards that along doors. Got a nice aggressive hold from her as well. It's high risk, high reward. She's shotgun AWPing. But that Tempo at the slower side. Cards very aggressive from her, but of course in such a tunnel visioned angle is perfect for the AWPer to hold. Olga will spot out some information. Not really going to take too much of an aggressive start. Molotov will be traded back out, and oh, now Tempo slowed right down. Car as well. Won't be popped by the flash. Going to just fall off the angle a little bit. D side of Liberty going for that default over towards short, but the Molotov will keep them at bay. I started chipping away at that clock to become a little bit of a problematic favor, especially with HE coming into not exactly where they want to be, it's safe to say. Goes a little bit more of the utility. Swapping back over towards Olga. She's holding from ramp. Molotov in the well with denying a lot of that presence. Liberty wanted to go for that A short take, and now with a Molotov in their face, that time becomes their best friend to their worst enemy. They're going to have not a lot to work with. A smoker towards the front side of the site. A nade to come through could be perfect as well. Olga's going to go slightly elevated. Nade will come through. Could cause some issues. Will avoid the flash as well from above. Trying to spot out something. Damage dealt, but she's going to fall herself. Josie comes alive. Exactly what Liberty needed to get out towards the site. You said time is one of the essence, but we're 15 seconds left from the clock. You're going to find that bombard. The Mori going to get caught in transition. And it's down to 3 for Furia. Isaac going to make her way forward into his short. The flash will come through. It's a beautiful bot flash. Only going to find the first. Damage will only be able to do out. Trade will come through and Gabby will fall herself. Carl's Orb comes alive. But I think it's a question of too little, too late. In a 1 versus 3. She's going to try and prioritize keeping her alive. But she's being held from mid. And this could become an issue. Which was find the kill is a question. There's the answer. Fizzy falls, 1 versus 2. But of course, she's just trying to prioritize keeping that AWP alive. Has been tested. Does need to be careful not to overextend. Just going to fall back over towards the standard car position. As Liberty do find their 2nd round on the board. That's a much better performance from them. Was made quite expensive. You know, of course, Furia do find themselves 3 out of 5 kills. But realistically speaking, they'll take what they got. They got a good amount of the control early in towards the round. And just like that, they find their 2nd. Death's down to only 1. Exactly where they want to be as we speak. Furia not too much of an issue in terms of their economy either. I mean, we see double AWP setup coming out. Gabby going to support Car as so far. Things looking pretty good for Furia. A very passive approach is what they opt for, but usually does work in their favor. Car holding and waiting. A smoke will come through in towards door. Isn't going to be tempted to go for a pop shot through, but it could go back in could catch one in transition, may I say. Reggie does take a little bit of damage. That's all she's going to find. Flash in towards short. Olga just holding on that aggressive short position. Now going to fall off the angle. Smart way to do it. They'll come through as well. A lot of damage dealt. Exactly what Furia were looking for, but of course, back to the default. That worked well for Liberty in that prior round. Slowed right down here as well. Furia and Molotov perfectly utilized by them. And they got shot by Car to open things up. Brilliant. Car find first. Trying to duck the way through. Min drops into a CT. Gonna try and catch the AWP off guard, but Olga comes in for support. Brilliant done so in towards back ramp. Just keeping them on skates as we stand. Some Molotov will come through. Trying to get that bomb down, but she can jump over to site at the perfect time. One in towards Gandalf. Damage dealt, but not going to be able to deny that bomb. That's exactly what they were looking for. Back to a 4 versus 3. Numbers favour Furia, but the bomb planted does make things a little bit dicey. And the retake looking like it's going to make its way over towards short. First, going aggressive. Not close ramp spots. One in towards short as well. That's information game, but the low HP on Josie is a real problem. Time is of the essence, or so I say. Eyes are going to find one. It's all down to Josie with 16 points of HP on towards the site and from range. Mari going to close that one out. So before remaining, Fury going to find themselves a 4th round on the board. And once again, take that 2-round lead. So far, so good. What about position for them to be in right now? I mean, for Furia, a very solid start. In a decent position where a couple more rounds exactly like that, where it's a full buy over towards the T side and a failure to convert leaves them in a very dicey economical situation, will be enough for them to just close out this map, more or less. Get up kind of 8 to 9 rounds on their CT side, build up somewhat of a lead as much as they can in this first half, and then go in towards the second with that momentum in their favor. So that's exactly what they're looking for. Car, once again, holding towards doors. This time it's peeking dry. Hero AK gonna be dropped as Carl finds double. Looking to find one more, but it's Ida coming in for support. It's a flawless round for Furia with ease. The AWP of Cars, the M4 of Isa step up to deny any sort of mid control over towards that Liberty female. And just like that, Furia take a 3-round lead. It's all off the back of the start from the AWP. Car comes alive, finds the first, drops the Hero AK as well. And Isa comes in for the perfect supporting play. I mean, absolutely no complaints. A flawless round. And Liberty female, things started to become a little bit dicey, but of course a full buy once again. The AWP picked up by Thursday Sports, about a quad AK-47, and a fairly decent amount of utility over towards Liberty female. It's exactly where they want to be currently. But we'll have to wait and see. Looking towards CT. Good use of the nade to come through as well. Significant damage dealt. Olga going to find the first. Isaac coming in for support, but it's the opening kill going the way of Furia. Numbers advantage favour the CTs, exactly what the start Furia were looking for. The question is now, can this be a catalyst to success? On a 6th round on the board, we'll have to wait and see. Smoking towards upper tunnels as well, denies that presence. And a double stack here by Furia is a really smart play. They can just bide their time. A resmoke going to come forward. Means that for Liberty female, they're going to have less than a minute on the clock to work with. Not exactly where they want to be. Flash will come through. Will pop out Ida, but a couple of shots through the smoke will deny Liberty even the attempt to aggress their way out towards B. This time Molotov will come forward. 40 seconds. But Liberty to work with. This is now becoming uncomfortable, I think it's safe to say. Gabby tucked in close. Eyes are going to take the initial brunt of the contact. Gabby will swing off, playing anti-flash. Means a perfect hold it. In they come as well. Isa and Gabby going to go one apiece. Gabby makes a second. Isa comes in for a second as well. Brilliant for Furia. A 4-round lead, 6-2 on the scoreline. And the CT side, we went 6 maps or games flawless in the season, and now 6 rounds up. I mean, it's a brilliant start from Furia. Arguably the best side in South American female CS, proving exactly why they live up to that title, and what another round from them it was. Opening kill goes their way, takes numbers advantage, and then they just double it down. And to do it flawlessly as well is what's giving them such a brilliant long-term economy. But look at Mari, look at Isa, Carr, I mean, all of them. 10k or more. And unsurprisingly, Liberty female go for that pause because, well, they needed to. Things weren't looking too good in the T-side camp. Number 9, Liberty female, unfortunately, as we kind of expected and mentioned, when you lose a round like that, it's to a double eco. Not exactly where they want to be. Nice opener, Isa. Just spawning him off the Molotov as well. Those monitor settings looking all good. Nade will come through as well. Mizzy taking a significant brunt of damage, down to 19. I mean, that's 0. She falls to the hands of Olga. The AWP range as well. Pick one off. Look to make it a second. Won't quite connect. AK will come in for support. Just take a dink. Fortunately, Isa comes in to support, and that's Furia getting one round away from guaranteeing a lead at the half. I mean, what a start has been from them. We mentioned the last time out, only a week and a half ago, when these two played in the finals of the Cash Cup. On Dust2, the pick up Liberty female is a 16-10 in favor of Furia. And it's looking like Furia want to do even better. Want to double force Furzy to just make a bit more of a passive approach. Don't think that's too bad of a decision either. This time, Carr going for a slightly different angle. Does he think of not to overextending towards the AWP, or Furzy holding at range? Doesn't matter, Carr's quicker. What a shot to open things up. And Furia's AWP, 8-1 in terms of the KD, and she is on fire, it's safe to see. They'd have come through as well, Red. Gian and Josie in a little bit of a dicey spot. Carr just waiting to see if she can find a pixel to work with. So far, though, won't be given it. Tempo slows right down, spouting into a short. Isa gonna fall, but Olga trades at the very least. Beauty of a pop flash as well. Just around that corner. Then Isa, that aggressive approach that Liberty were looking towards. But Olga now in this position. She can spot the leg. Yes, she does. Brilliant. Mizzy gonna fall. Flash will come over, but Olga's so aggressive. She avoids it. Drops the bomb as well. It's all down to one. It's Josie all alone in a 1 versus 4 against Furia, and such a brilliant haul with the bomb dropped. I think for Josie, this might even have to be a save call. So little to work with, so little to do. I think for Josie, this might potentially be a save call to be made here. Or not. No, she is tempted to go for a little peek, but I think now it's about whether she can evade the AWP at range. The answer is no. 8-2 scoreline, 6-round lead, and I think we're right in saying we have Sam back again. Sam.
Hey, what's up, guys? We love tech issues. We really, really do. But hey, we're back, and really excited to jump back into this. I see I've missed quite a lot of action here, but I did get kind of get to catch the tail end of that round, and of course it is Carr that gets that final kill, and she has been really, really solid for this team. Very, very consistent player, especially when she has that AWP in her hand. So nice to see that she's kind of remaining on form, and clearly it's having great effect for the team.
That's safe to say. I mean, she's been absolutely popping off in towards mid. I mean, it's been brilliant so far. And speaking of brilliant, look at that nade coming through. A second to follow as well. You really got to feel for Josie. She's been taking the significant brunt of the damage, and well, once again dropped to a low HP. But of course, they're making the way towards the A site. Another nade's come through. This one could become lethal, and it is a double. That's Furzy and Juliana. This time, Josie, the Utah was causing significant issues tonight. Denied that bomb going to go down. Mizzy at the very least gets it, which is a priority for the T side. That's all they're going to be able to find. For Furia, a 9th round collected, and Sam, they are pulling away. We mentioned last time outing on Dust2, it's a 10-6 scoreline. Furia don't even want to allow Liberty female to get half of those rounds.
I suppose, you know, given that they were on a very, very low buy kind of eco vibe, we weren't really expecting too much to come out of that round. It was also like a full stack rushing in onto the site, so you kind of expect that that's going to be a little bit of a spray down. Of course, with the added utility damage on top of that, it was going to be tough. But, you know, Furzy's got the AWP in her hand. She was also a standout player for Liberty, particularly on that last day in groups. Really, really had an impressive performance there, so hopefully she can kind of step up a little bit here. Mizzy is another player as well that we really looking to start to step up a little bit and hopefully kind of bring them back into it.
Oh, it's a 1-for-1 trading towards mid. The utility will come through. So far, that presence a little bit dull by Liberty. Nice little flash though. Carr getting forced off the angle, but it walks straight in towards Gabby. Exactly what they were looking for. And Carr has been time and time again winning those AWP battles. You've really got a feel for Furzy as well. She's not even playing bad in terms of her general game, but Carr has just been brilliant, stunning. And of course, at a 10-1 KD, you can see exactly why Furzy's been struggling. And now with 2 remaining alive for Liberty female, double AKs of Josie and Juliana. I think this one is more or less probably going to be chalked up towards a save. Numbers favour the CTs, and they've got so little to work with. Time is of the essence as well. Yes, they've got the bomb, but it's easier than done.
Yeah, I mean, when you take a look at what the economy is looking like for Liberty at the moment, holding on to these weapons is probably the best choice they can make, particularly with how few rounds there are still left here. But it looks like they're still going to make an aggressive push for this B site. They know it's relatively unguarded, so they might still... Nah, maybe not. Maybe not. Worth a try.
Yeah, I mean, a good effort. We give him the credit where the credit's due, but Gabby on towards back site. Brilliant. All she had to do, hold, wait, and then she found it. Was brilliant. She played it perfectly. Isolated the fight. It's exactly what you need to do in that sort of scenario, especially when you yourself are isolated. I mean, it's brilliantly done. 10-2 scoreline, 8-round lead. Sam, I gotta say, the alarm bells are ringing.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we were afraid of on this Dust2 pick. And I mean, the difference between this and the last Cash Cup, we said it was a 16-10. Like, Liberty put up a serious performance previously, and I think that maybe that veto has kind of got into their heads a little bit. Maybe Furia have just stepped up their game that much, but Liberty looking a little lost right now.
Yeah, that's safe to say. It's not looking too good. This time they're going to step up the aggression. I like this. Smoking towards double doors, but of course, this double hold here for the CTs of Gabby and Isa is going to be tough. They're trying to make their way forward. Flash will come through. Isa will avoid at the very least. One spot crossing on towards the side. That rage. One apiece. Gabby makes a second look with a third. Not going to be able to quite find his Reggian will trade, but it's 3 vs 2 numbers favoring that now heavily of the CT side. And Olga, that's aggressive. Pays the price for it. And this now is a real issue for Furia. They're an opportunity. Numbers in their favor. Things looking all the better. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that they're not. The Orb going to make a slow approach over towards the site. And a bit shot gets punished. That's not what they were looking for. Mari left all alone. 1 versus 2. Gonna make her way forward. Takes damage. Deals some as well. First, he's low on AP, but so is Mari. She's gonna find the kill with the question, does she have the time? And I think she might just about have a kit in hand. It's gonna be oh so close, but I'm pretty sure it's 11 for Furia. And that is the case. What a retake. They made it a little bit harder for themselves, Sam. But Furia do what Furia do best. They win rounds.
Honestly, Olga gets a little bit too overconfident, let's say. She kind of like runs onto the site with like 0 protection whatsoever. Kind of expecting to maybe get one, but unfortunately gets mowed down, brings it down to the 2 versus 2. But it's Mari who's able to come up huge there, and that's something that's so pivotal for this Furia team, because as much as they play well together, each of their players has that kind of star power potential. However, Liberty, I mean, they came so close in the previous round, and in this round, they get a beautiful opening, taking down Olga, who we're just talking about, who's been such a good player for this team. So this could be the opener that they need, but this A site is so heavily guarded.
Beauty of an aid, though. We already mentioned how the utility being brilliant from Furia. That's not a bad example. I mean, dealing close to 200 util damage there. Isa holding close. She's waiting for a bit of an aggressive start. Double flash to come through as well. Isa going to utilize her advantage. Good for the first. Not going to overextend just of yet. Trying to tap her rage. We'll be able to find yet another Josie falls. And that util damage now coming back to bite that Liberty female, because 1 bullet is all it takes, and Gabby's showing exactly why. Headshots galore as in a matter of seconds, Liberty left down to just 1. It's Furzy all alone, isolated, and not going to be able to deliver. 4 remain alive for Furia to find 12. What a half of CSGO this has been. And heading into the final round, Furia can make it 13 rounds, Sam, in the first half.
This is devastating. So we talk a little bit about the previous Cash Cup, and it was a 6... I think they got 6 rounds on their CT side, Furia. So it could have got... Yeah, it was a 6-10 half. So Liberty were leading in the half the last time they played this. And now Liberty just look so lost. But I think a big proponent to this is how well Furia are reading into their movements. Every single round, they know exactly what Liberty want to do, and they're so quick to react. The discipline that they have to consistently understand, this is what's going to happen, this is how we're going to react to it, and then do it perfectly. I mean, it's beautiful play. You can see they have put in a lot of time and prep for this match. They want that Dallas spot.
I think it's safe to say Fury didn't sleep on this matchup, right? They have been grafting, and it's been working. I mean, look at this. They knew, they expected Liberty to go in towards Dust2, and they know exactly what they're coming against. They spent a lot of time in those VOD reviews, it's safe to say. Computer in towards short. trying to lay him up too. Not going to work in their favor, though. Thursday, Mizzy coming alive for a second. SLC's Coral alone. A beautiful nade, it has to be said. But the AWP has to do something special. He's trying to deny his presence. He's trying to avoid a flash. But in behind you, Juliana cleans that one up. And with 3 remaining alive, that's the half. 12-3. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you after the break. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Half number 2 about to get underway, and at 12-3, Sam, I said alarm bells are ringing, and now they are blaring.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's starting to sound a little bit like the Toll of the Dead at this point. Liberty in a rough spot here. Okay, so we saw them win the first pistol, and unfortunately they were denied the runaway momentum that they would have wanted to kind of pivot off of with that. You know, Furia taking that insanely impactful. I have never seen such an impactful tack pause, probably in all my years. So really solid stuff there. And now, Liberty, if they can win out this pistol, if they can hold on to that momentum, maybe we start to see a bit of a fight coming out here. But if they lose this pistol, I think it's tickets.
Oh, speaking of, look at this. Flash going to come forward. We'll be able to avoid it. It's the question in towards mid. That's a brutal fight, but it's one in which Furia come on top. Numbers of hearts for the T side. Can they double it down? And, oh, I think I didn't even need to ask that question. Olga comes alive for one more. Reggie and War 4, and it's all down to 2. And I think as well, Josie might have just been spotted in transition. This does become a little bit dicey. Gabby holding, waiting. But a range Josie going to find the opener. Molotov dropped in. Actually could be enough to force back to Juliana. She's actually all alone. Olga and Carr combined, 13-3, 10-round lead, and another pistol round for Furia. This is becoming a very uncomfortable situation. And ladies and gentlemen, may I remind you at home, this is Liberty Females map pick. We mentioned this is arguably their win factor. Lose this, they're going towards Furia on Overpass, which is not quite exactly where we're heading our map down. So this is becoming very, very uncomfortable to watch.
And the last time these two teams played on this map, this was Furia's better half. So it looks like we're just replicating that. I mean, look at all this chip damage, this aggression from Liberty, 2 rounds in a row. Okay, in the first round, I kind of get it. You're trying to kind of catch them off guard a little bit. You know, you have slightly better weaponry, despite it being, you know, a pistol round. But in the second round, it's a case of just run out, get mowed down, come back with better weaponry. This is going to be the decider round, right? This is where everything will start to materialize. Because if Furia win this round, they win the game.
Yeah,
that's it. Liberty have to win this round if they want to stay of execution. And even then, it's maybe for like 2 rounds.
Okay, he's in towards long, trying to go aggressive. Mari and Furzy. Furzy double down, in fact, but Mari finds a second as well. In comes Reggie out with the M4A1S, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Numbers brought level once again. But that long control took its toll on Liberty Females out there, as they are now spread very thin, may I say. Now the rotation is coming through. They're still committing over towards the A site. This actually could be the wrong call, because in behind them, little do they know, Furia doubling back over towards mid. And it looks like Furia potentially just going to play contact here.
I was wondering if Furia might go for like a B push instead, but they are going to be doubling back through. And okay, bearing in mind, trades tend to favor the T side.
Sam,
oh no, we've just got
ring around the roses. It's a ring around the roses.
Oh.
In my MM plays, we call this one the cinnamon swirl, and this is exactly why. You just play the 300 IQ. Never works for me, but of course Fury are significantly better than me. It's worked brilliantly. They've got the A side again. I mean, little did they know that the CTs are actually very close, but Mari is going to take that contact though. So over towards short, they can have some security, dropping a smoke in towards CT. And this to me now shows that they're expecting that rotation coming over from B, which is incorrect. But they're playing the post one over towards short. I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, this is so unfortunate for Liberty. They had the idea, and a good idea at that. That long control was massive, but here, this is where it all boils down. And with a little bit of utility left in the pocket, they have to make this happen.
Oh no. Diffuse with the smoke. Is it Pro Zone fake? They're not hitting as well. No. Like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. It's also close. But she gets it, Josie. Brilliant. Just about pulling off the defuse. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Furia. Liberty Female find their 4th, and they just about do it.
Oh my god, what a round. Like, that was so stressful, I think. You know, you know more or less where the bomb is planted, but you don't know exactly where that character model is. You've got to get it perfect, and you might know where it is, but your vision, I mean, half the screen is obscured. You have to get it pixel perfect, and fortunately weren't able to make that happen. But here we are, Liberty, very unfortunate buy, already taken some chip damage. Car's got an AWP. I mean, we're consistently in the danger zone for Liberty. They are never, for the rest of this map, there will never be a comfortable position for this team. They have to be on high alert for every single second.
And realistically speaking as well, for Liberty now, they have to be flawless. There's no if, buts, or maybes. It's not the position they want to be in. It's safe to say they're a 10-round disadvantage, and for Furia, they've still got economy to work with, and arguably the better one at that. Making them able to a short again. The default seems to be for Furia, that short aggression, one in which Furzy and Mizzy just going to try their best to deny that presence. And of course, this allows Furia to just rotate back over towards B if they want to. And of course, they've given up mid essentially for free.
Oh, I was just looking at that. You know, both players kind of rotate in towards the A side, thinking maybe there's going to be an aggressive push through short, and it's not. Fury have just kind of faked it out a little bit, drawn the presence away from mid, and now the entirety of mid here is free. I mean, there's barely any sights in on that area, and now they're continuing to make noise over onto the A site, while the bomb makes its way over towards B.
They're selling the fake, and it's a beautiful one at that, but Josie has to try and deny. The question is, does she take contact? The AWP is holding for her, but on the shoulder, all about these jiggle peaks. The opening kill goes the way of Furia. The FAMAS of Josie trying to deny this presence, but swinging in towards down a window. It's a 1-for-1. Josie makes it a second. 15 points of HP. She remains alive. 10 seconds on the clock as well. Not enough time to work with. At range, causing problems with the AWP. Actually going to be able to find a kill. It's all down to Reggie and to deny, but they haven't been able to get that bomb down. And Liberty win off the back of Furia, just playing time to the essence. And of course, they lose the AWP as well.
I mean, this is solid. This is exactly a round that needed to be won. And it was done in a very strange fashion. I mean, the whole way through, we're like, this is such a smart play from Furia. They're dividing, they're conquering, they're gaining space. And I mean, Liberty just do a really good job of responding really quickly to Furia's movements. And this is something that we needed to see a little bit more of them on their T side. And now, of course, taking a much needed timeout, because we kind of mentioned how this momentum becomes that much more important. Both teams' economy is messy. Messy, to say the absolute least. But that does give Liberty a chance to keep this steam engine going, right? I mean, you're running out of coal, but you got to keep going as hard as you can. They got the scout available here for Furzy. I kind of mentioned how she had been a standout player in some of the previous series, and she hasn't really had an opportunity to come up big here. She's having a little bit of a quiet game, but now with the scout in her hands, maybe she can start to bring things back, start making some holes in this Furia T side. But look at how passively Furia are playing now. They're almost expecting Liberty to play a more aggressive CT like what we had seen previously. I mean, this is just, they're starving a lot of information as well. They're so far back. Liberty have no idea where they are. They have to play on like paranoia levels.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job of kind of just baiting out a lot of Liberty's early utility, which leaves them in a very dicey spot. Barajian, good to find the opener, but only one brings the numbers level once again. And with Mizzy going aggressive in towards short, she could pay the price for it. She may have just spotted our Isa. She has been. Doesn't matter now. Isa makes a one, makes that a second as well. Furia gunning for 15 and on the right tracks as Josie and Furzy now isolated. They're so far away from each other, and that bomb's still posturing over towards the A site. A completely barren A site, may I say. At that range, it's all down to these two. They've regained short control, but of course they've lost the site itself. And Furzy, the scout, has to come alive. Trying to deny from range, has been spotted, and down she'll fall. Olga was ready and waiting for it, and it's all down to one. Josie had a bit of a tough game today, and that can be safe to say for the majority of Liberty female, and I think she might even just make an early call to save. In a 1 versus 3 with an AK-47, go for the exit frags. But of course, by doing that, Sam, they give up 15. Fury now are 1 round away from winning Liberty females map pick.
This is the roughest position for Josie to be in, I think, because you know that your economy is an absolute tatters. And if you go in and give up the 1 AK you have, because the chances of you winning out of 1v3, it's doable. We've seen it. But do you take that risk, knowing that you might just give up the one powerful weapon that you're going to have coming into the next round? Because look at the cash. I mean, they barely have enough money to buy anything, really. This is going to be an incredibly hard round to try and make anything happen in. And Furia are looking comfortable. You know, they take 3 players through the end of that round. Their economy is looking a lot better after winning a round. So really, it's Liberty here who are in incredible danger. 3 Deagles, the saved AK, and a FAMAS. So little utility as well, and utility is so important. Things are looking dire.
Yeah, you say comfortable, Sam. I mean, that's one way to put it. That's safe to say. I think, they're looking brilliant. In transition, Juliana gets dropped. Isa, a fantastic opener. Smoking towards the site as well. Damage dealt through it. Isa down to 46. But no frag leaves this now a very dicey retake, but U2 in hand, Hulk's in a fall. And now a lifeline has been extended. Mari going to try and hold from range. She's going to try and cut off that transition herself back in towards the upper tunnels area. But I mean, we've already spoken time and time again when we've worked together, Sam, that in terms of the active map pool, competitively speaking, the B side of Dust2 is the hardest site to retake. Of all the maps in the active map pool, currently speaking, it is the hardest site to retake. And of course, with the wealth of utility that Fury have to work with, that makes it all the more difficult. With a double AK, 1 FAMAS, and a Deagle to deny Fury from taking their map pick with an 11-round gap. I mean, for Liberty, this is now about not only fighting to stay in this series, but fighting to kind of keep their name in a strong suit. But that's going to go the way of Mari, Isa as well. It's all down to one. Mizzy has to come alive, spam through the door, and I think this might be it. They went for the knife at a little bit of BM, but Isa will close it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Furia take Liberty Females map pick of Dust2 16-5.